Welcome to Staying Sweet, the podcast. Tune into my weekly podcast to hear me, Alice Bradley, delve deeper into building your brand and enjoying a luxury lifestyle. All while staying sweet, of course. Whether you're looking to level up in business, start something of your own, or balance a more exciting, fulfilling, and healthier lifestyle, each episode will be created especially to inspire and encourage your own success so you can really have it all. Plus, don't miss out on the Staying Sweet specials, a series of exclusive interviews and conversations with Alice Bradley's network of inspiring entrepreneurs and brand owners. Always protect your sweetness, your light is not a weakness. Don't forget, there are new episodes every Monday. For daily content, you can check out my Instagram and you can follow me at alicelucybradley. Stay sweet. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Staying Sweet. I am joined once again by the lovely Tasha.
Hello everyone,
Welcome
I'm back. I'm
Yay.
so excited to be back.
I know, I feel like you never left.
No, thank you for having me back on the podcast.
I feel like we've got loads to catch up on.
Yeah, we definitely do.
So we had a very exciting last week, haven't we, with all sorts of events.
Yeah,
and
we've been very busy.
What have we been up to?
We went to London Fashion Week.
Yeah, I feel like it was a really nice kind of just few days of work, events, lots of play, but also
everything.
lots of hustle
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a fun time, but also in work mode.
Yeah. How did you feel? Because it was your first London Fashion Week, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually.
So we had quite a productive start to Fashion Week, didn't we? Sort of working out what we were going to do, the shows we were going to attend.
Yeah, planning
Yeah,
away.
I feel like it's been a while since I've done London Fashion Week. I missed quite a few seasons due to obvious reasons, COVID and just restrictions easing and it not being the same as it once was. I was kind of skeptical. I wasn't sure what to expect, and as Tasha had never done London Fashion Week,
so it was very exciting for me to go for the first time.
Yeah, but I also thought in my head, I don't really know what to expect either. It was like we were both kind of experiencing that new feeling once again.
Yeah, definitely.
But did you enjoy it, Tasha?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. It's made me feel like I definitely want to go to the next Fashion Week, and I kind of even wish that I'd done more this season. But yeah, I really did enjoy the parts that we did do at Fashion Week.
Don't you think it went so quick?
So quickly. I think it's because we tried to plan in as much as possible and we were so busy. It flew by.
It flew by. And I think just maximising our time in hindsight, we always look back at things, and I think it's important to reflect on things that you do in life and just reflect and see, okay, what did I do well? What could I have done better? Just to kind of utilise the experience. And I think I said this in my previous podcast about Fashion Week. It really is an opportunity to network your butt off.
Definitely. I feel like that's the most important part of it. And I feel like we definitely did that.
But on another level of, there are missed opportunities and things that you wish that you could have done, whatever. But it's about really tapping into the people you did meet, really just reaching out to them again, saying thank you, lovely to meet you, having them all on socials, putting their contact information somewhere, important and on another platform or on a document. I feel like we need to talk about this.
Definitely note everything
being
down.
savvy. Yeah. How you met the person. I've actually started like a contacts book and just kind of getting my contacts
that's a really
in
good
order,
idea, actually,
because it's so easy to lose someone's info.
Yeah, definitely.
Or go, oh my gosh, I forgot what their Instagram is.
Yeah, if you just have it noted down somewhere altogether, so handy.
And I feel like when we networked this season, it was a real mixed bag, because this was kind of like one of the first seasons I've attended lots of influencer events at Fashion Week. I feel like my influencer hat was on most of the time, and
it's just chatting to everyone.
Yeah, it's being nice, chatting to everyone, networking, making new friends. I feel like we made lots of new friends.
We did. I love that. I think it's so nice to make friends with other people in the industry.
Definitely. So I feel like we just need to have like a full-on catch-up about London Fashion Week, talk about our highlights, things that we could have done, and just have it all in a podcast in case you guys are ever interested in attending London Fashion Week. I actually had a lot of DMs saying that you guys listened to the podcast and you were watching our stories. So that's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
Really, really nice to hear. So yeah, let's jump straight into things really. Let's talk about the big events that we did. We did Boohoo, and that was a two-parter. The first part I did solo, and very briefly.
On the Friday that was, wasn't it? You went in the evening. How was that?
It was definitely a different vibe, and I think maybe it was because I joined so late in the afternoon. It was very much like a party, and just like people just wanted to drink and have fun and post stories, and it was really just a different vibe. But the Monday was very much of it was more of like a hustle vibe, and
like what can you get from this than
the
sort
what
of
can you
play
get from
having
this?
fun part.
So we kind of had our businessy hats on and just embraced the event, went straight in, got up, got some content shot, which we have to remember we did do, and it was quite an experience. So let's catch everyone up on kind of what we did for the day.
How our time went. So we actually stayed over for 2 days, which I think was a really good idea. Definitely meant we could max out on content.
So we travelled up early, which I think, like you say, benefited the fact that we were travelling up, we were scheduling things, events. Just trying to remember what we did. It's crazy when you think about it, because it feels like so much happened in such a short space of time.
Though.
So on the Sunday, we travelled up early by train. Tasha's lovely boyfriend, Marcus. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to him.
Dropped us off because we had a faux pas with the trains. As you do.
So many over the weekend with all the storms and everything.
Yeah, oh my gosh. It was just crazy. And I was really reluctant as to how easy it was going to be to get into Central. But actually, we lucked out so much.
We did. We were actually really lucky with how well it went for us, even on the way home as well. Yeah,
it was amazing. So we headed into Central pretty early, got in, checked our bags in, and just kind of did a bit of a recce.
Yeah.
And got a bit of content.
We did. So we stayed at the Page 8 Hotel, which was really good for location, actually. We were sort of in the Soho area. Yeah,
so it's not far from Soho. Yeah. Very close to the National Gallery. Like literally Leicester Square, like walkable to the Strand.
Yeah. Very good location, actually. And we were so close to the show we went to, also even to Oxford Street where the Boohoo offices are, close to that. So
we had loads of things like sort of dotted around. We didn't have too much planned on the Sunday, which I think actually benefited us.
Yeah, it did. It means we weren't too rushed off our feet, which we sometimes can be.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And even still, like, it's quite hard sometimes to fit everything in, because you can be kind of overzealous and not take into consideration other factors like environmental and all sorts of things, like
and like just how quick the time goes. I feel like we definitely do that sometimes, planning too much and don't realise sometimes the time gets away with you.
Yeah, and then I think sometimes we beat ourselves up about how productive we've actually been. Like,
we forget actually how much we've actually done.
So we shot a lot of content, and actually you went to Somerset House for the first time.
Yeah, I did. It was a few firsts for me on this London trip.
I really liked that.
I loved that, and it was really nice just to get some content there. I thought it was really good for pictures, actually.
So what did we end up shooting for you? It was naked, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a naked fashion trench coat.
Which I just thought the funniest thing when you said about the naked pictures.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Tell the story.
It's because I'm always just in so like Instagram mode of Alice, like we just know what each other's talking about.
Yeah.
So we were at breakfast in the morning, and I was just thinking about the fact I had the ad going live the next day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to look at the naked pictures. And
she was like, I need to go through my
fashion. Because I'm like, obviously we're at breakfast, and that I was thinking, I didn't really think that through how that was going to sound coming out my mouth, because that's probably what we just say to each other.
I knew exactly what she was talking about, but she didn't say naked fashion. She just said, I need to go through my naked pictures. And this woman just looked over at us like,
fashion. Forget that. We're the only ones that know what we're talking about. I feel like you do
get into a bit of a lingo, though, with what you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. But we shot that, and also had a nice tea at the Watch House Cafe.
Yeah, that was really nice. I think
really nice. It was very busy in there,
was
though.
So busy.
It was a Sunday.
Yeah, it was a weekend. And I think if we were to go back again, definitely do a shoot day, like on a weekday.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice vibe. We got really good content despite the wind, and just
managed to dodge it somehow.
Yeah, the craziness of the weather, but yeah, it was a nice, productive, like easygoing Sunday. We got an event in, which was your first. It was a London Fashion Week presentation.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. I really loved the pieces. So it was the Amy Joyce presentation, and there were some stunning pieces, and just a really nice vibe, actually. It was good to go to my first sort of show for London Fashion Week. Yeah,
I think once you start to get an access in and just see these different shows for what they are and presentations and how people kind of experiment with showcasing the fashion, I just think it's a nice experience for someone that's never experienced it before.
Yeah, and it's definitely made me want to do more.
Yeah, I love that. And you can really see like how much effort goes into every single show and event, and it's so fleeting, but it's their entire world in that moment. But yeah, we really love the Amy Joyce presentation, and I actually bumped into a few familiar faces, which was lovely. And what I love about Fashion Week, you will see the same people next season. So you're building your network.
Exactly.
And
so
this is the start.
Really.
Yeah, this is really the start of something quite exciting. So yeah, we had a lot of different like pockets of productivity. The Sunday evening was not as productive as we'd hoped. We'd hoped to do some content, didn't we?
But these things happen. I feel like you just have to adapt to them.
Yeah, just like adapt to like how you're gonna work out the evening. Like we had this whole idea that we were gonna shoot lift content and just be super productive and utilize the hotel, but we actually just tried to order ourselves like some quick dinner because we were
going
starving.
Out for food. So hungry. We didn't really want to leave the hotel as there was this other storm coming.
I know, another bloody storm.
Another storm.
It was like Storm Franklin or something, and the news channels were like, "Don't leave your house, don't
we
travel."
Like,
we were
no,
like, well, "We're in London."
So we thought that would be the best option, but it ended up not being the best option because the food never turned up.
Yeah, it was not the one at all. I just thought the whole experience just really like shifted our mood. We were both hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry. We were going to be so productive, and then it literally took, I think, around 3 hours out of our evening sorting out the food situation.
Yeah, when it was only supposed to be like, quick order something.
Yeah, it was meant to come in half an hour.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened. It said the food was delivered, and it most definitely wasn't.
6 p.m. We had this whole like evening shoot planned. We were going to be so productive, but you have to just take things for what they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to have these things that just happen and affect the whole experience, but it's how you recover.
Exactly. And instead we put a face mask on, we chilled in bed, and we just wrote a new to-do list in the morning. So we just went to bed a bit earlier, but woke up earlier and smashed it out in the morning, which we definitely did. Yeah,
we did loads of content in the morning and we were so productive. Which we should be like proud of, and also managed to have a really leisurely breakfast.
Yeah, we did. We managed to fit everything in that we wanted to, so I'm proud of us for that.
Yeah, so let's quickly talk about Page 8 Hotels. Just totally not sponsored in the fact that this is not a sponsored segment, but I was kindly gifted the hotel to stay, myself and Tasha included, both gifted the opportunity to stay there, so just wanted to give you full disclosure. But just to kind of give you a background really into the hotel, and it's quite a new location. I believe they've got a Hong Kong branch.
I realised that as well.
It's very minimalistic, kind of wood tones, like deep coppers and metals. It was like an influencer's paradise. Wasn't it?
I was gonna say it was very much like on brand for us, and I'm sure a lot of other bloggers, because there was lots of spaces in the hotel that we could use for creating content.
The coffee shop.
Oh my gosh, that was really nice. The bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom. We shot loads of content.
Yeah.
Have you gone through that yet?
Yeah, I've gone through
Have
a few.
you?
Yeah, really, really
Do you
loving
like
it. So excited to post. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So tell my listeners more about the content that we shot.
So we kind of decided to shoot a lot of product shots. So I took some bits from Neom, some bits from Bondi Sand, like skincare stuff and like evening stuff that kind of I could make like evening routines out of. And we did a lot of real content on camera.
Yeah, we did a lot of video, didn't we?
We did a lot of video, which I'm, like I said, I'm going to put into Instagram Reels.
That's so exciting. And can we just quickly give Tasha a shout out? She got a brand deal with Neom.
Yeah, I love the brand so much. I was so excited. I feel like
a dream though.
I feel like as a blogger, it's such like a full circle moment when there's a brand you really love and have always used, and then when they reach out to you to want to work with you, it really is that full circle moment. I feel like we need
to clap for that more. Like, let's give Tasha a round of applause. No, genuinely, because it's such a great, it's a great brand, but also it's like you should be so proud of yourself for being able to get a brand like that on board, and you can say you've worked for them. And I think that's what really inspired and motivated us to create really like polished content.
Yeah, so I feel like we smashed it, and I'm excited to post. So maybe check that out on my Instagram.
I was literally just going to plug you.
Plug that.
Let's make sure you go and head to Tasha's Instagram and YouTube channel as well. I'll have everything in the show notes as per usual.
Yeah, as I'm sure we'll both upload a vlog as well from Fashion Week.
Yes,
so you
yours
can kind
is
of
imminent. I've got so many vlogs to post.
But at least you guys can kind of see a bit of the behind the scenes as well on our vlogs.
Amazing. So yeah, Page 8 Hotel was amazing in terms of location. Super easy if you're an influencer or a like content creator, or you're attending Fashion Week. Definitely check it out. Really nice hotel rooms, very spacious, and just lovely staff, like really attentive
really
and
lovely.
doing their best, which I think is all you can ask for with a hotel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, super boutique-y and just very grateful to have attended. So just wanted to give them a quick mention. With London Fashion Week comes a lot of responsibility. No, it doesn't really, but it does require a lot of planning in order to make the most of the situation.
Definitely. And I feel like that's even something that we could learn from for next time as well. Like, we definitely still could have planned more. I mean, I feel like this time it kind of came out of nowhere. It came around so quickly, and we were both so busy at the beginning of the year that we kind of didn't plan as much as we probably could have. So that's even a lesson to learn for ourselves.
And also the fact that invites come in so last minute. Like, I got the Boohoo invite and I was like, can you come? Can we organise this? Can I get a hotel?
Yeah.
I literally got a hotel in like 4 days before we were supposed to go. So it was very a tight turnaround. But it's
true.
It's also just kind of having a rough idea of like what possible shows you could attend, being in contact with the PR,
knowing the contacts, maybe reaching out to a few yourselves, maybe a few weeks before.
So in terms of like brand contacts and things, what would you say would be like your focus? Would you prefer to do like shows and designers, or would you prefer to attend the event side of things? Because they're both fun.
It's hard because they're both fun, and I feel like you get different things out of both. So probably a mix of both. But yeah, I definitely would love to do more shows next time. I feel like that would be really fun. And then, I think the best thing to do is probably try and reach out to as many brands as you have worked with and just try and work out as many things as you can go to, maximise on it.
Yeah, so I actually got to the Paul Costello show, which unfortunately you couldn't attend with me.
It looked amazing.
It was incredible, and I ended up going there completely solo and just had a few little things. I wedged as many events as I possibly could into this day. This was the day of like peak Storm Eunice, which I don't know how I survived it, to be honest, with all my stuff. But I basically attended in the morning the show, but actually how I got invited was totally unrelated to what I was doing. So I'd actually been sent some beauty products and gone to a press day with Trace Publicity. I don't know if any of you are familiar with them, but they also represent and look after Paul Costello. And I just got in contact. I had a contact at Trace, and I got a few people to kind of work some favours, let them know that my name was kind of in the pipeline. Could they let me know if I could get a seat at the show? And actually ended up attending and being able to shoot backstage. But I'll be honest, I didn't even, and I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, but this is just typical Alice at London Fashion Week. I didn't have a backstage pass. I'm not accredited.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
It's the gift of the gab. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say, look, this is what I can do. I haven't given them the photos yet, but the photos are fire. So you just got to do it.
So
yeah.
It's
I feel like next time I'm dragging Tasha with me. Because backstage is another level of just excitement, and it's quite cool when you do almost sneak in. And I'm not advocating, guys, you lying your way in, but I totally did lie and say that a guy that I'd literally just met 5 minutes before, like literally 5 minutes before, was my assistant. And we both got in backstage. He'd just come from New York. He's American. His name's Kyle. I'll also link him in the show notes because his photos are insane. We just started chatting outside, and bless him, he just said, oh, like, are you actually going inside the show? And I said, yes, look, I've got my camera. Let me see, like, if I can get you in. And we literally just lied to get into the backstage. But
so cool.
He got amazing shots as well. So, yeah, bless him. He literally messaged me today because he's in Milan.
And he's just off onto the next.
Off onto the next. But how amazing. I feel like we should definitely try and aim for that. Maybe next season or the season beyond that. But that's a lot of planning to do Fashion Month, to do all the shows. I don't know how the big creators do it, to be honest.
You
and
just go
attend everything.
Yeah.
It's another level.
It is another level.
Yeah. But what would you say would be like your ideal like next Fashion Week? Like, who would you love to be working with, or what shows would you love to attend? Like, was there anyone that you think like, oh, I really wish I'd gone to that?
Well, I loved the look of the Pretty Little Thing Molly May show. I feel like that would have been amazing to be at. And also I think O'Polly did a show as well, which
did
really,
they? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw them also do a sort of runway show.
It's interesting that like high street brands and the faster fashion brands are doing and producing shows.
Yeah.
I think there's obviously a hype there.
Definitely. I feel like they're definitely bringing something to the table. So I think that would be really cool to sort of dabble into that next fashion week if there's more of that.
Definitely. And I think just being ballsy enough to ask for invites.
Yeah. There's no harm in it.
There's no harm in asking.
All they can say is no.
I was literally going to say, you read my mind. Yeah. We're always on the same energy. And I feel like when we're at events and stuff, we don't even have to talk to each other to know what we both need.
Yeah, we know the assignment.
Yeah, we understood the assignment. Yeah. But I feel like that really did help us to best utilise the experience. It kind of brings us on to the last topic, which is how to maximise the most out of the situation and benefit from everything. And I think having someone with you really does take the edge off if you can.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. Just having a wing woman, a partner in crime, a sister from another mister. I just feel like it's needed.
Yeah,
and it just
together.
Helps you bounce off that energy and just get super excited about everything.
Even for the fact it meant that we could share content. I could get something with my phone, I could get some stories, Alice got other things, then we would literally just airdrop them to each other and share content, which really, really helps and helps us to max out on it.
Especially when nowadays it's TikToks, it's Reels, it's vlogging.
When you've got to get so much, it helps to have someone do something and you do the other.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just repeating each other, wasting time.
Yeah.
especially at like the Boohoo event, there was so many things to like go and do.
Yeah.
And you had to kind of book it in and schedule it. That Tasha wanted to do her nails. We were like, right, we're getting your nails done first. Get that done. Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to video you. I'm going to take some pictures and talk to the other person over there that's important PR contact. Like, everything is an opportunity, and it's about, I guess, weighing opportunity cost.
Yeah. And I feel like that's definitely how you can max out on events like that. I feel like, you know, we can notice some people that might just be there and stand around, but it does pay to speak to people, take the content, like get as much out of it as you can.
Utilize the experience.
Yeah.
I think no creator as well is too big or too small.
Yeah, definitely.
If you see someone that you idolize or you love and you enjoy their content, go up and
Chat
tell
to them. Yeah.
Like, you never know, you might become besties.
Exactly.
Like, I've met some really lovely people in the industry.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Don't get me wrong, there are going to be people who will not give you the time of day, but they are very few and far between.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Yeah, don't let that put you off.
I think we really did meet some nice girls, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which was lovely. Anything else that you think has been important to utilising your time?
Maybe knowing the socials before you go. So when you are getting the content, maybe know the Instagram @, or the TikTok handles, all that kind of thing. So then when you're posting these stories, you can tag them
massively,
and that's probably going to benefit you more.
So what we noticed as well, brands that we tagged reposted us straight away,
and that's instant coverage for you.
Instant coverage, extra eyes on your content.
Yeah. So it is important to do. So try and find them out before. Maybe put them into your notes. If you know them, it's so much easier to use them on your stories.
And if you can, like for us, we were really in the moment and we posted like that evening, the following day.
Yeah, try and be on it.
Yeah, sometimes being on it is great, but also curating content that is repostable is great for the brand.
Not to don't just post in the moment and then forget to sort
anyone.
of
like I feel like that's a waste of time as well, because it does
definitely.
no one a service at all.
You're not really getting anything from that, so it's kind of a waste of your time.
Definitely. And if brands have like hashtags, and if they're working with a PR, like tag the PR. You don't know who they are working with.
Exactly.
Everyone
you
is
can
a
get
network.
new contacts. Yeah, definitely. Network your bum off.
I love it. So what would you say is important to wear at London Fashion Week? Because this is a real hit and miss question. Some people go garish, some people go casual.
It was very different, wasn't it? There was a lot of different kind of outfits, but we kind of went for the similar kind of vibe. We kept it quite chilled, still a bit dressy, casual. I went for a kind of like tailored suit moment, but it's still kind of baggy. Like, it was wide leg trousers and a cropped blazer and a pair of trainers, which I still feel like I looked smart. It was like that smashable kind of vibe. Smart, casual.
I love that word, smashable. I've not heard that. Oh my God.
I feel like, and it was something I felt confident and comfortable in, which is something I love to wear, but still hopefully a vibe, I'd say.
I think it was, and I think the fact that we coordinated and just worked out, okay, we're showing up together, we're showing up as a moment, how are we going to make this work?
We both were quite minimal. I was in all sort of grey and you were in all black, which is always a vibe. I loved that. So
for content, we were like, right, well, we're both going to blend in and work together.
Definitely.
Also showing up as a duo, I think that's really essential, that you don't have to be the same as your bestie, but like at the end of the day, it's nice to look cohesive.
Yeah, definitely.
And definitely like look at the invitation.
Yeah.
Because that's a telltale of like what the vibe's going to be. I did a lot of London Fashion Week shows with trainers, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, for the comfort.
And if you're on your feet for the whole 5 days, like you're so over a pair of heels, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
The only people showing up in the heels are the ones that get given the cars.
Yeah,
have a personal driver, and
exactly.
It's not even essential to even think or worry about how many steps they have to do, because it's usually just to walk into the entrance and sit down.
I feel like the vibes were quite similar. A lot of people were either in trainers or just like a pair of nice boots, which sometimes you can get away with if the heel's not too big. So
which
something
I actually
like that.
managed to get away with.
Yeah,
normally
you were
I'm quite like over boots, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I loved them.
So in terms of like planning outfits, because obviously we had like very few events in the grand scheme of London Fashion Week.
Yeah.
How would you go about like planning a full-blown London Fashion Week? Let's manifest it for a second.
Gosh, I don't know. I feel like that would be quite hard, wouldn't it? But then
would you have a different moment for like every show, or would you keep it quite simple?
I probably would keep it simple, like quite minimal. I reckon, say with an outfit like what I wore to Boohoo, where it is a cropped blazer and trousers, you can mix and match that and make it look different so easily. You can wear the blazer open, or you could wear the blazer with jeans and sort of switch it up.
Like a bodysuit.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon you could still kind of pack light and switch the looks up, but I guess it would depend on the show, like how dressy you would want to go.
I know, it's like my attention is always drawn to Leonie Han.
Yeah, and she goes quite
iconic. Oh my God, every moment is like a moment. Like I always think, who carries her luggage?
Yeah, literally,
who
she must have so much
from A to B. Because like every show, she's in something different.
Yeah,
like that's another level of.
They're
commitment.
Always quite dressy, aren't they? As well.
Yeah, I feel like we're not on her level, but we're manifesting a level of we'll be busy for the whole 5 days.
Yeah,
I feel like next season
it would be doable.
Watch this space, guys. Next season, me and Tasha are going to blow up London Fashion Week. We're going to be on the scene. Amazing. So I feel like we've learned a lot of lessons.
Definitely.
Picked up some tips and tricks. Anything that you would say is important to just take into consideration maybe for next season, or just in the industry in general? Like anything you saw at Fashion Week that you're like, oh, that's a trend, or oh, that's a moment I really want to include in my lifestyle, or just like my general vibe. I feel like I'm always inspired at Fashion Week.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was kind of back to the outfits thing. Like I feel like I was definitely inspired by a lot of the girls, say at the Boohoo event.
Yeah.
Some of them had amazing outfits.
They really did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there was such a two types of moment, like very Y2K TikTok.
Yeah, there was
vibes,
there?
And then there was like the sleek, business casual, minimalism vibe
kind of girl,
which I feel like is
the
more
clean girl look. I feel like they call it, don't they?
Clean girl, I love that. But then I literally got put in. Very lucky to have some makeup done by YSL, which was so lovely.
It was amazing to have them there.
So I actually had a bit of a grungy moment at the Boohoo event, and I had Nissy, the lovely Nissy. I'll pop her info in the show notes as well, because she's a makeup artist for YSL. She did a very grungy look on me, and OG Alice was very grungy. So I love the clean girl aesthetic, but part of my heart is really in that like grungy thing, and I don't know, like I had the eye makeup on, and I feel like it switched my entire personality.
Yeah, I loved that on you though.
Oh, thank you.
I think it really went with your look though.
Yeah,
it really kind of pulled the whole look together.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really loved that. I feel like it felt very me, but it was also very off the wall.
Yeah, different
normal.
As well. Yeah, for you.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see all the different vibes. I also noticed, guys, just upon like observation, and of course this is like no shade or tea, but there were very, very young girls at all the events I was at.
Yeah,
like
I feel like
13-year-olds.
that's the thing of TikTok becoming such a big thing, isn't it? I feel like
Massively.
Younger girls are definitely on TikTok and growing on TikTok a lot.
Yeah, and the events I was going to, so like the gifting suites and the brand events, the PR events, there were TikTokers who were like 13, 14, obviously needed a guardian, which blows my mind.
That is crazy to think.
But they were literally like lining the front rows of shows, and you're thinking, wow, this is insane. Like, this is the next like generation of big influence. Like, we had the Nicole Richies, the Paris Hiltons, the, you know, all those girls, the it girls of, you know, a lot of American culture. But this time round, I feel like there's a new wave of influence, and maybe that's why brands like PLT are hopping onto it. And
yeah, definitely, it's definitely going to be the next big thing for sure.
So what would you like to see brands do next season? Anything you'd like a brand to kind of showcase or launch? I feel like the PLT thing was very, like, I wasn't expecting it. I know Molly May mentioned it very soon and very early on, but I wasn't expecting them to kind of do that kind of thing. Do you think any brands, there are any other brands out there that might hop onto that?
Maybe even Boohoo, to be honest. Obviously it is under the same sort of umbrella as PLT, but obviously how they have done the events, I feel like they might go into a show, which would be really cool to go to, because we love their clothes as well. Maybe just some more high street brands.
I think I would like to see something more immersive, and by immersive, guys, I don't mean AI.
No.
Don't give me a bloody robotic avatar unrealistic model. I want to see like girls on the catwalk and something like creative, a bit like the presentation, the Amy Joyce, the interpretive dance.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Just something a bit different.
Maybe to see, I feel like Pretty Little Thing did it a little bit, but to see even more like bloggers on that catwalk.
Yeah, I like that. I did like that.
I think there was a couple of TikTok girls up there that weren't necessarily models, but people that you know from social media. I feel like a lot more of that would be quite cool.
That's just given me a really random idea. Like, imagine a choreographed TikTok dance show.
Yeah, like actually performance kind of.
Oh my gosh, right. Brands, hit me up. No, I'm joking.
We've got the ideas.
We've got the ideas. No, but it's really interesting just to think, because obviously there's a lot of backlash with the PLTs.
Yeah,
and
there
was. And don't get me wrong, it's fast fashion. It's a whole different vibe and a different ball game. But it's interesting to just understand that sometimes with movement and change in the industry, there's always going to be resistance. And we had this with influencer culture. We had this with, you know, fashion journalists, and those are the people that line the fro, the writers and the people reporting. If you picked up your phone and shared a photo, you were literally like outcasted. It was embarrassing. But now it's like everyone
to do. Everyone's
takes photos
taking
and
their
videos.
phone out.
So
it's just going to be changing all the time, isn't it? And you just have to adapt to it
massively. And I think the culture will always evolve, and who knows what's going to happen next season. But I really hope to God there are no AI models. I do not.
Let's stay clear of that.
I think it's a stupid idea and it's quite dangerous, but that's just my take. I don't know about you, Tasha. But...
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, that is something I didn't agree with Pretty Little Thing doing, even on their website.
I just think it was really taking everything that Molly May was trying to do 10 steps back.
Yeah, definitely. Like the whole diverse thing. I really just thought avatars sort of made that a complete different thing.
Definitely. But yeah, I feel like we've touched on kind of a little rundown of what we got up to at London Fashion Week. Obviously, you've got your vlog, which will be live by the time you listen to this. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me again. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope we shared some good tips from Fashion Week.
We'll be chatting more and sort of delving into other topics. So if there's anything you want Tasha to specifically cover, she is here at the ready to answer your questions. I don't know if there's anything that you'd want to contribute in the next few podcasts, but we'll have a chat about that. Guys, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I feel like it's been a great season, and thank you so much for coming with me and being a part of the dream team.
And I can't wait for the next.
Watch this space, guys. Watch this space.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Staying Sweet, the podcast. If you enjoyed listening, please do leave a review, and I will catch you next week for a new episode. Stay sweet.